This video is going to show you how to find the missing addend. So I have a total of 12, but my three numbers are 3 and 600ths, 3 and 3/10ths, and 3 and 42 thousandths. To find the missing addend, the first step I'm going to do is to add all three of these numbers together. You should also be working these problems along with me. So if you need to pause, do so at any time to check to see if you come up with the same answer as me. First thing I'm going to do is line up all of the decimals. So I'm going to write my first number of 3 and 600ths, 3 and 3/10ths, making sure I line up those decimals, and then 3 and 42 thousandths. Something that I like to do when I'm adding or subtracting decimals is I like to make sure there's the same number of digits in every place value. So I'm going to tack on zeros so that there's a digit in every place value. So I'm going to put a 0 in the hundredths and thousandths spot here, and a 0 in the thousandth spots here. It's a little bit easier to see visually to add or subtract if you've got a digit in every place value spot. So I'm going to add these three numbers together, making sure to line up my decimals, adding up the thousandths. I've got 2. The hundredths, there's 10 hundredths here. And so the total that I have with these three numbers is 9 and 402 thousandths. That would be the total of all three of these. But I need to know what's missing. So I'm going to drag my total of 12 here, and I'm going to subtract the total of these three numbers here. So 12 minus 9 and 402 thousandths. I like to line up my decimals as well as tack on zeros in all of the missing place value spots. So if you notice, this still represents the value of 12. I'm going to continue to tack on zeros so there's a digit in every place value. It'll make it easier for me to see visually what I'm doing. Again, I'm going to switch my pen colors so you can see what I'm doing when I regroup. Let me bring down my decimal. I'm going to regroup with my ones place. So instead of 2 ones, I now have 1 1 and 10 tenths. And instead of 10 tenths, I'm going to have 9 tenths and 10 hundredths. I'm going to keep regrouping until I have 10 thousandths. So regroup my hundredths. Instead of 10 hundredths, I now have 9 hundredths and 10 thousandths. 10 thousandths minus 2 thousandths equals 8 thousandths. 9 hundredths minus 0 hundredths is 9 hundredths. 9 tenths minus 4 tenths is 5 tenths. And 11 minus 9 is 2. So the missing addend is 2 and 598 thousandths.